Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'll try to talk as loud as I can here. Don't have the wireless mic on today. It's don't have the right adapter for some reason. I got to tear half the phone case apart to get it to work. So hopefully the audio is good. We are on the Par for the Course farm here in Central Kentucky, guys. I've got Jared Kokenauer with C6 Land Clearing, starting the cleanup process on it. And today we're just going to go kind of do some videos on what we talked about on that video last week about, taking the debris and putting it where you need to put it, kind of that finishing touches on a food plot. So instead of putting it like here, we've got the dough bedding down below. We're taking all the debris down here on the end, using it for the visual blocker, and keeping all the topsoil placed here in the plot. And then once we get it all cleaned up, all the debris, then we're going to come and try to take the top layer where the mulch is too much. The mulch is great, and I hate to take it away a lot of times for the value of the organic matter. The problem with it is if it gets too much, you can't plant through it. It actually becomes too much and it shuts all the growth off. So we're going to video kind of as we go here. We're going to clean this plot up. We've got a bunch of some bucket work to do, filling some holes and stuff. Just kind of bring you along on this one today, guys. I'll try to shoot as much as we can, but the topic here is just kind of the before and after look of a food source or a food plot. I'll turn you around here. This food plot's actually got a shot plot on the end of it, so I actually hinge cut, and I'm going to spray these as a blocker. The blind is going right over on the bank right there. Coming in behind it, there's a big drop off here to a pond. Coming right into the back side of it, have a box blind right there, and walk you over here. This is the shot plot on the end of this food plot. So this is your typical shot plot. Blind right there, typical shot plot before you, catching them before they go out into that evening larger food source, the food plot. So looking forward to this one, guys. We got a lot of work to do on this one. We're going to kind of do this one in a couple phases. So today is one of the Built by Whitetails videos, season 2. I'm not sure what segment it is. I'll post it here, guys. But so we're gonna go through, kind of highlight a couple things here, show you some before and afters, and we'll make a little video at the end of it. We've got some stump removal to do, some flush cutting of some stumps, just some cleanup. So come along with us, guys. So we're getting the cleanup process done. Got Jared doing a little dirt level, and we got a low spot in the middle of the field. So other than that dirt interruption, all in all, I think it's cleaning up very well. We were able to take a lot of the mulch off the top, not interrupt the soil. All the topsoil is left on the plot, and boy, it's cleaning up real good. Actually, it's amazing what's under these areas. Sometimes the dirt will surprise you. It's either, a lot of times it's completely junk, but sometimes you get away with it being pretty decent. Now the compaction is an issue, but we'll probably going to run a chisel or a disc or something over it the first time, do a little more cleaning before planting, and then we won't disc or do anything again. It'll be all no-till from there on. You can see the brush piles, guys. No dirt in it at all. It's just it probably looks dark, but just the mulch piles. You can see we really kept all the dirt out of it, and over time that'll rot down. But that's the roadside, down over the hill about 100 yards. But other than that, it's shaping up pretty nice. Probably almost done with this one, and on to the next one. We got 3 of these to do. I'm gonna take you for a walk here, guys. What we've got is that shot plot and the food plot that we're working on cleaning up. We've got a transition that brings the movement past some bedding down the transition further, and as we get closer, then it hits the shot plot and then the food plot. So I'm going to take you for a walk here. I'm going to turn you around. So we've got a habitat pocket here. Transition goes right up through here per the contour. Habitat pocket cut in. This is a one that tipped over, I think, during a storm. It's uprooted, so it must have been during a pretty good windstorm. So we're going to cut a couple holes in that. But this is what it looks like walking down the mulch transition, walking into the shot plot. Got just a little more mulching I'm gonna have him do on the shot plot here. So you can see those hinged, those are gonna be sprayed so they're dead, and it's just a visual block and kind of a block to bring the deer out 25 yards so they're not right under. The blind is gonna sit right in here, a octagon. And we're coming in now to the shot plot. So that cedar and that little maple right there, we're gonna put a licking branch off from it. Shaping up pretty good. On to what we call the north plot. Just starting the cleanup process. All the trees are cut off. Got to flush cut some of these big stumps, obviously, and then Jared's gonna come back with a mulcher and grind them down as far as we can, and then we're gonna take a survey. If we need to, we're gonna do a little stump extraction, but we think that we can get them down far enough, mulch over them, and no-till over the top. That's our goal. That's a rock and root grapple, so the bottom is open. So what it is there's a lot of debris or dirt can fall through it, and you leave a lot of that on the plot. A dozer would be, no matter how good you are with a dozer, you're going to get a little dirt wadded up in it. But that stuff there, you can pick it up like he's doing, sift through it, make sure you shake the dirt. I'm telling you, it's just a total game changer. So Jared's doing a good job. We're on to clearing this one, bigger plot. It's gonna take some time, but it's gonna be clean. Our channel is brought to you in part by these great partners: Painted Arrow Outdoors, Race Proven Performance, and C6 Land Clearing, Harrodsburg, Kentucky, Drone Deer Recovery, and Pruitt Productions, Cuddyback, Bass Pro and Cabela's, Ace Hardware, Harrodsburg, Kentucky, Northwoods Whitetails, your food plot headquarters, Plot Doctor and Harper Growing Solutions, Real Wood Productions, the log trough feeder, Scent Thief, Hunt Stand, and First Form Outdoors. Hey guys, jump ahead about a day or two from where we were the last time you seen me on the plot here. We're on the Par for the Course farm here in central Kentucky, cold central Kentucky morning. The other day we worked right up until with Jared with C6 Land Clearing, and worked right up to about 4 o'clock and ended up throwing a track on the skid steer and run over one of those hidden stumps, and it wasn't good on the track. And track came off, got it back on, but we didn't get the rest of this completed. So I'm on starting client trips tomorrow, and over here doing a couple of tweaks to give a kind of a finish the chore list, if you will, so they can continue on without me. What I want to show you guys here today, and then we'll wrap this kind of little video up that we're doing of the kind of the progress of the plot cleaning, and just bringing you along on this Built by Whitetails segment here. What I want to touch on, guys, is this. the stumps. We talked in one of the last videos about where to put them stumps, and I'm going to show you. We had intentions, because I've got some mulching to do. I wanted to flush cut these stumps and then just mulch them, and the more that we got going through here, the more that we realized how many stumps there really was. So I'm all about doing that if you can, but the size of these stumps and the amount, kind of, it's better to do it the right way, right? So I've got a excavator, a PC 138, coming in with a local contractor, friend of mine. He's going to be coming in and popping these stumps out for us. And that's kind of the finisher. What I wanted to talk about today with you guys is the look that you're going to have. And then once they're pulled and I get back from client trips, I'll show you what the finished product looks like. But he is going to go in with that excavator, pop these stumps out, leave them in place. Just leave them out here, fill this little pond in that was here, so it puts more attention on our water holes, take the water away from the food source, and pull these stumps out, leave them here. And then Jared's going to come back and put these, add these to the berm that we've got created here down the edge of the plot. So that one there might stay there, but what you'll find is these stumps are going to end up over there. So the goal is like we talked, guys, you want these stumps at least about 20 foot off from the edge of where you're going to plant. Now the edge of planting where we're at is probably going to end about where this stump is, and then that's going to be John Comp's with Northwoods Whitetails, his HD screening and switchgrass, and then we're just going to let the switch take over, kind of give it that buffer, so you will hardly see that trash pile, right, that debris pile, when we're all said and done. So the reason I touch on that with you guys is I'm just trying to give you some good visuals. And you know, there's always hurdles that you find in these plots, and like here, you know, I do this all the time, and I had full intentions just mulching, but after exposing it, it's just too much. There's just too many machine hours to pay, you know, to sit here and just grind on stumps for no reason. Got a couple of cedars here that they're going to pull out with the excavator as well, so all this will be gone. And kind of a finishing point I guess we can touch on is I don't like to leave any trees in the food plots, guys. You see that? It's kind of a fad, I guess. I like to leave an oak or a oak or two out there, and I highly recommend not doing that. I did that years ago, and you would be surprised how much shade that actually kills, and also the roots are, you know, closer to the ground and right underneath that tree, and you give up a 20-foot circle, let's say. So like I've told you before, is, you know, that we've talked about, is we're not dealing with 10-acre food plots, right? We're dealing with quarter-acre, half-acre, acre food plots. If you start taking 20-foot circles out of it, you lose a lot of real estate in a real hurry. So this is kind of what we're looking at now. And I'll give you an update as when I get back after the guys get this done. Maybe I can get them to shoot some video of popping some stumps out and stuff for us, and we'll touch back on this one. But we're about 50% done. We got a bunch more tree work to do along the transition. We got a little piece of mulching left to do on the transition. Other than that, we're going to be end of March. We're going to be hanging licking branches and putting water holes in, and it'll be done late spring, early summer. Thanks for tuning into this one, guys.